snack. Psst, get out of here. Hi. Yeah, I might as well just turn this on since I'm already talking anyway, because my freaking cat is right here. It's really pissing me off. Good morning. I have a couple of days off from work, not to mention the weekend, so I got about 4 days off, which means we get to sneak in some early morning streams. We get to get in some good long playthroughs on Dragon Age. I've only been able to get in a couple of quick hits at night because I get pretty tired pretty quick. Because I work all day. Today I'm going to work all day too, but it's going to be on video games, so let's get going. I had a hard time with this boss last night. I'm glad it auto-saved right here, though. That is quite nice. Quite nice, thank you.
Right.
Can't do it, okay. So, he is going to throw a rock, which means I'm going to have to split us up and try to get everybody away from the rock. Let's see what I can do. I don't want to taunt just yet.
You'll never know what hit him.
So for her, I need to equip... I need to equip my fire arrow. Edge. +4 attack. Right there. Enchanted dagger we'll put there. She looks cool. This guy I'm going to give Firebolt. Shark bait, ooh-ah-ha. Round and round we go. Damn, you picked me up. Dead. Nice, good job, team.
The beacon is over here.
See?
We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Take a day off and I get everything I want. Journeyman Lightning Room, I like this. I'm going to read some of my codex at some point, because the lore in this game is quite good, and you'll get a lot of hints of it just walking around, but can't really appreciate it unless you actually start reading stuff.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Literal heel turn. She does it, by the way.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Yeah, he's dead. He is dead. Don't worry about that. Nope, game over. Damn, I can't even read those, dude. I want to read those. These load times are too quick.
Ah, your eyes finally open.
Well, that's all right.
Mother shall be pleased.
I forgive you.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Naturally.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I do not mind. Take your time.
She likes it when you're polite to her, it seems.
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not
Cheers.
believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Where are
We
the
are
Darkspawn?
safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away.
Hi,
Once
Velasque.
you leave,
Did I
it is
just what?
uncertain what will happen.
Yes, they're blood
The
zombies.
Horde
They
has
are blood
moved on,
zombies.
so you might avoid it.
How dare I? I'm sorry. I apologize, but it's kind of close, right? It's pretty close.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
I appreciate your outrage. I too am outraged when people get my shit wrong, but I get people's shit wrong all the time, so it's gonna happen. Ah, bullshit.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Why does your mom want to
I
see
do
me?
not know. She rarely
I
tells
hate these
me
tiny
her
ass
plans.
subtitles. I can't see them. And I know I'm going to click the wrong thing more than once. I will go.
I will stay and make something to eat.
On it.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
This game has lore? Are you sure about that? I don't think it has much lore. It only has 4,000 pages of codex that I'm expected to read through, which I'm not doing. I may do it. Freyd?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
It's good, but it's really bad. Sending me some mixed advice here. I promise you I will not look at the wiki. I will not do it. I gotta pay more attention to what she's saying. She's hard to listen to. She's very boring.
The largest part of the Horde has moved on. We are safe enough for now. Old Flemeth knows a thing or two about hiding. The longer you are here, the less that is true, however. These things will notice you eventually.
Oh, really? They kind of fill in some shit?
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the blight.
See, if I
of an
remember
army he can
Inquisition right,
outmaneuver.
once you got
Perhaps he does
Codex,
not
it just
see
came
that
right
the
up and you could
evil
read it.
behind it is the
Which I liked.
true
You know,
threat.
gave me the choice of
The
actually just sitting there and
Archdemon.
reading it. I don't want to go find it in my own Codex. That's obnoxious. There's probably mods for that, I'm sure.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get
It's
away
not.
with murder.
It hasn't been too
He speaks
confusing
as if
so
he would
far,
be the
and
first
I
king
didn't
to gain
technically
his
play
throne that way.
Inquisition before this.
Grow up, boy.
If Al Eamon
I
knew
played
what
this on
he did, he
360
would
like
never
ages
stand
ago.
for it.
Let
The
me do it.
Landsmeet would never
Let them
stand
finish.
for it. There would be civil war.
Yeah. I did start this a couple of times on 360, and it kind of sucked on 360. I actually didn't really like it that much. This is definitely, I think, should be played on PC, just because of how you can zoom out, and it feels a lot more like Neverwinter Nights or something like that. So I never got through. I got to, like, I think, Arl Eamon's place, and I may have finished that mission, and I think that's as far as I got.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Except he's your dad. He's your dad, Alistair, sort of.
You could wait for the Archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late. Of
Of course, the treaties.
treaties.
I remember that.
Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a Blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are
That's what
set
we do.
then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
My
The
daughter.
stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
She
Her
doesn't
magic
wish
will
to
be
join.
useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives. Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish
Alistair,
help from
I've
us
known her for
illegal
about 5 minutes.
mages,
I like her a
young
lot
man,
more than you. So.
Perhaps I should have
Or
left
thin ice,
you
bud.
on that tower.
Thin ice.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am
need to
at
sell
your
all my
disposal,
shit.
Grey
I have so much
Wardens.
stuff.
I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Speak your mind, girl.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Her mother's awfully charismatic, so yeah, I do. Absolutely.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers. Ask. From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
I didn't notice before, but are her teeth yellow? Or is that just a shadow thing? It'd be kind of neat if her teeth were yellow, because she, like, you know, doesn't brush them. Living in the woods forever. That'd be kind of neat.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop
Yeah, they look
along
stained,
your
but I'm
imperial
not convinced
highway
that they
where
are.
travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your
Knowledge
Grey Warden
Arcana?
treatise.
Excellent.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
By the way, there's a very good movie on Amazon called The Witch, and they talk like this, and it doesn't detract from them. It's a horror movie. It's actually really good. Just quick aside, because she's a witch, and it reminded me of that.
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Love those two. I leveled up. Let's do that. At some point, I don't need decks anymore. Because I guess with these special editions, they give you a shitload of good gear to begin with. And they're already boosting everything. Go one more cunning, 2 more decks. At some point, I gotta look ahead and see where dex no longer has use. That's all cunning. It's low-level cunning. Okay. Do I even need cunning anymore? No, we'll figure it out. I'm enjoying being able to persuade anybody so far, and I'd like to keep doing that. My gear buffs me enough where I'm not too worried about having combat bonuses. But maybe I'm being a dumbass. Because I actually did barely just get through that last area. That's pretty much the first area. Screw it, why not? This is that playthrough. This is the coercion playthrough. Whatever. 22 decks, 35 decks, okay. I gotta keep going. 36 decks. 28, 30. Okay, not so. I'm maining bow, so that's not so bad. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that.
As you wish.
What do you mean key required? They're right here. Alright. I don't think I can talk to her anymore.
Yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew. Questions, questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action. What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently. Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
American Horror Story. Witches.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed.
She did not like that answer.
But enough. You have your task to complete. Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Oh, I gotta level up Alistair too. I need someone to make potions for me. I think Morgan can do that. She said she can make poisons and cook. Does that mean she can do herbalism? Hold on. Let's find out. I can teach her to heal, which I may do. But I think Leliana can do that later. Not that you can't have too much heals. Alright. I'm not going to make Alistair my healer. That's stupid. That's dumb. Get you a combat slot. Oh, she does have some. Okay, excellent. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, one more. I don't like that. 25. Actually, no. She's going to take a lot more damage at once, so 50 is probably good. That's probably a good idea. Why are these red? Because it has to do with an enemy? Okay, that makes sense. Morgan should be ranged. This party member refers ranged weapons and will automatically attack from range when enemies are visible. We'll just stick with default. I thought I had one more built. No? Ooh, hell yeah. You can have some of that. And resistances? I should give that to, Eska. I still like that, though. But I don't use backstab damage, really. I'll keep it. Oh, it's a belt. I'm a dummy. There we go. Cunning. Yeah, I'll keep that. Oh, her robes cover everything. Does it cover boots? I don't think so. It does. She should be able to have a helmet. I don't have one for her. Okay. Alright, enough of that shit. Let's go. I remember these, like, mini battles were actually... Oh, never mind.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
I'm sorry. My tummy's rumbling a little bit. I'm not eating you. Hey, puppers! Hey, doggo, what's up? I was trying to remember when we picked him up. Ooh. Chris Benoit over here. Yep. You will aim. Morgan, how about you lightning some guys? Alistair, get your ass up there.
Off I go.
Slay them all!
I guess I can't control dog yet. Alright, guess we'll go two-handed. Can I backstab? Mine too, buddy. Mine too. Can I tell him to piss off and he will? I'll pet him.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
No
He's
mangier
not
than you,
mangy.
honey. Oh, ew. Oh, a name. Oh no.
On it.
I believe I have some war paint for him. There it is. +4 damage versus beasts. Very good. Yeah, looks pretty cool. He's got exclamation points all over him. Alright.
As you wish.
Oh, that's right. She can make poisons. I don't have shit for it, though. Oh well.
Right.
One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. I'm pretty sure that's the dog. World map, thank you. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I
Wake
remember
up,
these
gentlemen.
guys.
More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense.
He has good instincts.
Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
The dog is fairly easy to please. That sounded so wrong. Well, I just named him Boner, so, you know. I think that's the type of stream this is. It's the Boner stream.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies
We couldn't
to
look any
everyone,
more
Robert.
armed if we tried.
That's
Our
why it's a
weapons
toll,
are all sticking
and
out of
not,
our
say,
everything.
refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Jesus.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules. Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected
Awesome.
today.
That's why we upped the persuade.
Then
Excellent
take it.
donation. We'll take that.
Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
I'm pretty sure I can get some good shit from him, but whatever. Where's that story about the knight? You found the body of a Templar slain by bandits. His corpse has been pitched clean of everything, save a note and a locket. Perhaps the locket will mean something to someone back in Lothering. Perhaps so. Alistair thinks you should seek the help. Yes, I know that. Gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. Okay, that's one of the treaties. That's a treaty. Okay. These are just my main shit. So I should probably still kill these guys, right? I mean, they killed this Templar, right?
Right.
Right, thank you. I appreciate your agreeing with me. Oh, they didn't like being stolen from.
You had it!
That's
We surrender.
Easy.
We're just trying to
yeah,
get by
we're gonna try.
before the dogs
There definitely will be some romance. Not sure who yet, though. Not sure who yet. I actually did a Mass Effect playthrough where I didn't romance anybody, and it was kind of weird. She was just like a loser who was like really good at her job. My shepherd.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
I'm turning you in, son.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. I'm not going down without a fight.
Right. Another day, another scar.
Yeah. I didn't really see a good reason not to kill those guys.
On it,
I really need to sell some stuff here.
as you wish.
My cat is really destroying something out in the other room. I don't sound Canadian. I'm not Canadian. I am American. Does it say somewhere I'm Canadian?
There it is. Lothering.
Where does it say I'm Canadian?
It's a painting.
Ah,
What?
so you have finally
Not Canadian.
decided to rejoin us, have you?
No.
Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone
From
important to you?
Vermont.
Just what would you
Vermont.
do if your mother died?
That's it. Aha, that was the
Before or
hint.
After I
Yes.
stopped laughing.
I am from Vermont, and
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
we will tap some trees. Yes, we will. Up in Vermont. We can share a handful of stereotypes. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Vermonters are, you know, very different except for the maple syrup. That's all. That's all.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Let's hear some
But
news.
we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Ooh, no, I'm not good at reading Lower Alistair. I'm sorry.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arl Eamon is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Sorry.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain
That's stupid,
and kill him.
Morgan. That's
the
dumb.
rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Just be friends, guys. Come on.
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Weishaupt. There's a lot of German in these games, I think. Very interesting.
I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of
Yeah, I think
Ferelden,
I've usually
next
gone to
the
Redcliffe
mountain
first.
If he isn't there,
In the past, so I'm
someone
not gonna
will be
do that
able
this
to tell
time.
us where he is. There must be other Dalish in Ferelden. In fact, I'm sure of it. If we head eastward, towards the Brisilian Forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
That sounds like there's going to be a lot of stuff specific to my character in that mission. I'm going to wait for that one. I think we're going to start...
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about... I appreciate that, Valis. I think I'm all set. I'll just take it as we go. I do appreciate the help, though.
That will be at their tower on Lake Kalenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is. Then you have a plan. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Can I equip Boner with anything else? Let's see. No. I don't think I have a collar for him. No. Alright. Alrighty.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
You sound like someone who gets bullied. I brought my family to
Just how
Ferelden.
Sparta Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say?
When are we going home?
Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy?
Need something?
I love an aid
I don't
conversation.
generally talk
Yes,
to
I
strange
do.
elves who wander in here.
Ooh. Bit racist.
I don't know you. Why shouldn't I have something against you? We've got enough strangers overrunning us. Nothing but trouble.
I don't really want to rough people up.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them. What isn't? We got chasing barbarians in every farmholder south of Kalenhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars. What? You mean they're gone?
Drove them off. That's not really what happened. Unless you meant to, like, hell. That's what happened.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian's will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me stop you.
Dick.
Right.
The blight has truly come.
Let's get started.
And the king is dead. We're all going to...
You're not very fun to talk to, lady.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
I love the eye lights under helmets in this game. It's very cool looking.
You might find that, though it's probably just frightened gossip. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Yeah, Val, sure, you can let me know. I may willingly just miss stuff if you let me know about it. I'm not necessarily a completionist. More of a story experiencer, but absolutely tell me. I may not always take your advice, but yeah, please. You don't have to warn me every time like something's going to come up or anything. Just, you know, any little bit of advice is good. We do listen.
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened. The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
I'm mostly interested in gear, because I would like to be pretty overpowered. I like to be nice and comfy when I play my video games.
As you wish.
I need to sell my stuff. What's up, kid?
Have you seen my mother?
Well, you have red hair, so she probably abandoned you. You poor thing.
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhouse.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure I find this kid's mom
Some
dead.
mean
Yeah.
men with swords came,
I
and
think I
Mother
do.
told me to run to the village
Yeah.
as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been
This kid's like
waiting and
13 years
waiting.
old, by the way.
I can't see her.
this voice and this kid don't match up. Sorry, my cat's right here. Right there. Do you know where your father
He went
is?
with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Yeah, take the silver.
Oh, silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
No problem, kid. I hope you get over that voice impediment. What is this? Oh, it's booze. It's a gift. Okay, sweet.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker
That kid will be woke
are
forever.
one.
He has now achieved wokeness.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer.
I think in my last
Chant of devil.
playthrough, I told the kid to piss off. I think I did. I sometimes try to play heal mode in these games, but usually I'm a good guy.
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of
I may
good
do
deeds
a
to
handful
do.
of evil things
My
throughout
father
this
fixed
playthrough,
Widow
as I see
Alison's
fit.
roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker. Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
I accept. All the missions.
I brought my family to Lothering.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Sure, Chinstrap. I'll help you out.
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
That's not true, Morgan.
I
You're
have
so
limited
cynical.
supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Sorry, Velasque. I hope yours fits on your face a little better than these. The beards in these games look pretty bad, actually. 1,000 pardons. 1,000 pardons.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every
shut the hell
squabble
up,
in the
Morgan.
village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
I forgot what she's like. Yeah, I know you disapprove. I know you do.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Alright, let's get rid of this extra shit I don't need. Buy. Oops. Just like in sync. Buy. Don't need that. Nope. Jesus. I want to keep most of these because I'm getting party members later on. Valis, do these stones do anything later on? These are just for selling, correct? These jewels. They don't have any kind of... Just normal difficulty. We're on normal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just sell these. Yep, normal. I am a wuss. Like I said, nice and comfy. Nice and comfy.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Thought so. I think the first time I tried to play this game, I held the jewels for like ever. It's like, oh, they're gonna be something. Nope. I want that. No. Wolf pelts are nothing. See you later. Don't need iron rings. And I'll keep all this other stuff. Yeah, I remember crafting in Inquisition was pretty easy. There wasn't much to it. It was a little more complicated. But we'll get there. We're not there yet. I'll keep some extras of this, just in case. Give anything I want. I don't care about fire bolts. How do I switch which character?
Tis you.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Okay. Can't afford it though. Damn. Damn. Do I have injury kits? Yeah, I do. Good. I'll take salves and shit as I go. I'm not gonna buy that stuff yet. Take some health poultices. Oh, hello. Concentrated recipes. I'm gonna take that for now. It's a lot of money versus what I have, but it sounds like it could be useful. I'll take it. See you later.
Your king is... The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Watch where you throw accusations, fool.
Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
Darkspawn can be
I have
defeated.
seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
This guy's doing a pretty convincing job of telling me he's kind of a nutjob and a coward.
There is nothing to do! No hope is left!
Could you cluck like a chicken when you do that? That's funny. The Dalish would keep moving.
Are you calling me a coward?
No.
I have shamed my ancestors. But the blackness will come.
He runs away.
He
like
was
a little
right,
kid.
wasn't he?
That was cute.
There's no hope for us.
There's always hope.
You're right. We can't give up. But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Darkspawn will feast on your living hearts. They will take your children.
Interesting thoughts, Ghostman.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
As you wish.
Alright.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep.
So we're
Priests
turning
are
you
within
aside.
if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Later.
Maker watch over you.
Are we an elf that follows the Chantry? No, when I started out, I was kind of loyal to the Dalish. I was very much for my people, so I think we'll just stick with that. Like Dalish first. There was something I was going to do. I forget what it is, though. I don't know. Oh well. Neat place.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
The main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village.
The blight has truly come, and the king is dead. We're all going to die.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too?
You see the Reverend Mother? Whatever. Father, Mother. The who?
The head of this chantry. She's very busy, but I think she's free now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
Nice chatting with you.
Yes, my lady? Who might you be? I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lotharing's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? I see. Teyrn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Teyrn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key.
Here, take this key. Makes a big
it
show
opens
of
the
giving it
large
to me.
cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we
Oh,
evacuate.
Kill Bill this
so
thing?
take
I don't
what
know.
you need.
I don't know.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teyrn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. None that we know of. Teyrn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Of course I care.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
I think they robbed me. Give me money.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Did you abandon your post to
that it
tell them
needed
that?
to come to that.
Oh,
But
okay,
then
bye.
they asked for it.
See you later.
Will you accept a small reward for your service?
He had nothing else to say other than, yeah, it's true. Bye. Persuade you.
I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside.
I'm always
full of
doing
quests
persuade
that need
checks.
doing.
Whatever it is. I don't
The
care if it's good or
Chanters
bad.
even offer
Always
pay for some
persuade.
of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important.
No, I think I'm
certainly.
done with that. Nope, nope.
Now, unless there's something else you need.
Nope.
If the
No!
matter is important.
Quit
certainly.
should be on bottom.
Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
I need a mod to put quit on bottom. All the mods. Let's check my codex here.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donnell? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Oh, there's a
Not
mug.
yet.
Jesus.
No thanks to Teyrn Loghain.
State of your
Arl
face.
Eamon were well. He'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Maybe this could also be the I Love Money playthrough. Persuade plus I Love Money.
A reward?
There we go.
Oh, of course. I hope a sovereign is sufficient. Thank you.
That's pretty good, actually.
I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Teyrn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Teyrn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe.
I think that's why I
The
chose
Arlessa
Redcliffe
is
to
there,
begin with,
and
just
she
because
can
the
tell you more
situation
than
there
I
always
could.
seemed pressing.
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
It was in the title of the Urn of Andraste, so...
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore.
Great.
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Thanks for the cash. Appreciate it. Okay, I'll probably see him again in Redcliffe. Yes, well, of course, everyone knows that. Everyone knows
The
Andraste.
Maker spoke. Chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Is he some kind of herald of
Fear and
Andraste,
ignorance.
maybe? No, he's not. I used a key? Alright.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies. It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale?
I love this. The Dalish know little
Prophet
about
was
human
burned
religion.
in the ancient city of Minrathous, before the ancient mages she had fought. Instead of dying in pain as the mages wanted, she was purified by the fire and taken by the Maker into the heavens to stand forever at his side. We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we all serve by feeding its flames. Of course, the dwarves have offered us coal and special rocks. Even the Circle of Magi volunteered to provide magical flames. If that isn't irony, I don't know what is. The flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins. Always a pleasure.
I know he's in charge.
I wish you well.
And then shall the Maker return to us.
I'm sorry,
And
but
then
I must
shall the
prepare the
Maker
Chantry's
return
vestments
to the
before we
Black
flee.
City in
There is
heaven.
very little time.
And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble.
What are you doing?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness.
Adventures of the Black Fox. Let's read that. Why not? Born Lord Remy Vascal in 863, Blessed the Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on to inspire so many tales of his exploits that it is nearly impossible to determine today what are true and which are merely fabricated legend. Oh boy, this is a while. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful Lord of Val Shevin. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the Lord's plans to the point that the Lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of this cunning fox. Excuse me. The origin of the nickname, which stuck. That the primary bounty hunter who took the job, Corrales, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times, is one of the most popular tales told in taverns today. Nice run-on sentence you got there. The story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish, until Corrales becomes so furious at the Black Fox's inexplicable ability to survive that the cunning Remy gains the upper hand, which impresses Corrales so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collectors, a favorite pastime of Remy's, according to the Orlesian commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover Servana de Montfort, in some versions of the tale a mage of the circle, no less, and captured. After more than a year of torture, Remy was rescued from prison by his compatriots, including a repentant Servana, and together they escaped Orlais. In this period of Remy's adventures, he appears almost everywhere in Thetis. As his legend grew, more innkeepers and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox had visited their village or establishment and performed some legendary feat. If the tales are to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men on a merry chase. He became embroiled in political intrigue in Navarra, was hunted by crows of Antiva, and then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tuventer. In each situation, Remy escaped death at the last moment, foiled the evildoer, and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. Then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companions, Corrales and Servana, the wise dwarf Bolik, and the tempestuous knight Sir Clementus, have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. Cool. I'd like to play that video game, actually. That sounds like fun. Yeah, many of the countries in here are like other countries. Like real, actual, world countries. Smart. Like Orlais. The French in Orlais. Cool. I'll have to read more of these. I think that's the only book I have so far. Yeah.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. Words of spell.
Oh no, not more lore. Oh my god. Okay, he told me that story. I don't need to read that again.
On it.
Across all four corners of the world, let it rise at
Enough
last
farting
to
around.
the
Let's
ears
talk to
of
their
the Maker.
revered mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Tithy to the Chantry? Who is
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
I'll just give
Might
her
I
money,
suggest
whatever.
30 silver?
Sure, whatever.
Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else?
Yeah, no one in the Chantry is going to miss a symbol of Andraste. No way. They don't even really care about Andraste. She's more of just a, just a thing. They're not really religious. They don't need that thing.
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else?
This was a big waste of time.
For a Grey Warden? Yes. You have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation.
Oh, did Boner heal?
Watch
That's
over
funny.
her powerful Maker.
That's
Give
cute.
her light in darkness. So let it be. Now, If there is nothing else, may the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Oh, she was playing chess. I'd like to play a chess minigame. It'd be fun.
Be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us. And when the Maker spoke...
How terrible for Queen Anora.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Terrible for Queen Anora. That
This should be easy enough.
Alistair. Yeah, that reminds me, I should talk to these guys.
What do you need?
I haven't talked to them in a while.
Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
That's a thin line you guys are walking. A bit hypocritical of you, to be honest.
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
You'd think that, but it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become...
Oh, that's right. Liliana would have a different
And
thing.
since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
That's right. The guy in Inquisition was addicted to lyrium, or had to have lyrium. And I believe in Inquisition I talked the guy out of using the lyrium. I think he went cold turkey on that shit.
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need
Cullen, that's it,
lyrium in
yeah.
order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Alright. Can wait till camp? Yeah, I'll just wait till camp then. I want to get into some fights. I love to fight. Is there anything more on this board? Oh, my other bro's here. Okay. The guy who's in prison.
Do you really know what's going on here? The Blight, the Civil War? I really wonder how much of it you understand.
Hey, this guy looks helpful.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance. Same reason the Chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. And those soldiers are getting restless. They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
Killed a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organize. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it? It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving
I am an
bastards.
interrupter. I'm doing it now.
More will
Are
probably
you listening to me
come, but it's
interrupting?
good to know some justice is
Yes, I
left
am.
here. Thank you.
I'll try not to do it going forward. I will try. But not very hard.
Got a brother that fell at Ostagar.
How are we supposed
Hope
to
we're
know
not
where the urn
next.
of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
You said that all the Redcliffe Knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything.
Oh, I can actually read this one. It exists in they appeared.
Well,
okay.
look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're
Tern
traitors?
Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I like all these moves. Overpower the commander. Oops. Commander. I'll dirty fight this guy.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Jesus.
Good.
That was quick.
They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Damn, she is a cutie. You got that right. Best girl, potentially. Best girl potential. Absolutely.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap.
Just kill him.
The wardens led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing. What do you want to tell him?
No, I'm not gonna kill everyone. Most people I'll kill. Not everyone.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering.
Although he did look like he had good
but
gear.
I couldn't just
Kinda wanted
sit
his
by
gear.
and not help.
That's okay. Commander would have some pretty decent gear. I was happy to save your life.
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Is that true? Maybe. Maybe. Or I was. What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate. They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why so
the
eager?
Maker told me to.
The Maker's on my side. Welcome aboard. This is your god.
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help. Then what? What happens when
I'll be a
the
little
Horde
coy
comes?
with her, a little coy.
It will follow anywhere we flee until all we know is destroyed.
You look awfully good covered in blood, I must say. It's a good look for you.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate
Is
being
taking her
given
on
this
any
chance.
crazier than taking you
I
on?
will not let you down.
Oh, now I have choices. She's got to be in my team. Yeah, I decided earlier on I'd go 2 rogue. He's a badass, but... Or,
Blast and damnation.
it's funny.
Indeed.
Get in.
Blast it.
Yes.
Indeed.
We'll go with this group.
Yes?
Oh, is she really that much taller than me? Wow, she is. They're all taller than me. I'm an itty bitty elf.
Let's get started.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Well, those boys were trouble themselves, to tell the truth.
Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Yeah, I'll probably go dual wield with Leliana, since I've already committed so much to bows with my main. Have her do my backstabbing for me, my stealth, maybe have her set traps. Morgan can do my herbalism, poison. That should work out.
When Tien Logain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you. I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tien says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then? Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have. I hear news from Dinnerham that Tien Logain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you? Luck speed your way.
Actually, maybe he has heard of the rumors.
What can I get you then? Some folks aren't happy about Tien Logain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tien Logain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could. Anything else I can get you? I've heard a lot of stories of bands of Darkspawn roaming the country.
That's right, healer. Shit. Damn it.
Wilds. They just seem to appear.
I need a mod
out of
for
nowhere
7 party members.
and
That's what I
disappear
need.
just as fast.
All the mods.
Anything else I can get you? I hear tell they held a funeral in Dinnerham.
I don't care.
It's too bad they don't have a... Anything else I can get you?
See you later.
Luck speed your way.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about. I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company
The
that fell on
Irregulars,
hard
like-
times after the war with Orlais.
You have diarrhea.
I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
My friend, there are a number of people who pledge to aid the Blackstone Irregulars in times of need. Here... Oh, I should swap out party members? Okay. Okay. I'm not hooked up to Steam with this game, so then I'm not worried about achievements. I was thinking maybe if I mained like 4 guys, I'd get an achievement for you completed the entirety of the game with, you know, the Andraste Templar or whatever. Because they had that for Mass Effect 1, but if not, if not. I accept everything. Find the deserters and deal with them as you see fit. Return to the Blackstone regulars with 3 bundles of guild supplies to receive your reward. Denerim, Frostback, Lake Calenhat. Okay.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You know why. Yeah, I know why. I know why. Oh. Hold on. What does she have equipped now? That's not shit. +1 spell power, a little bit less damage, more spirit damage. Does it look cool? No, they both look stupid, but whatever. So, I should give her light armor. Do I have any other light armor? No, I don't. Shit. Guess I'll buy some.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Is he Monterey Jack from Rescue Rangers? He has like the same voice. I love cheese.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Here we go. Take some gloves. Thank you. Better war paint. That's alright. Take the boots. That's enough. I'll find a helmet. You can have that back. That. Okay. Oh, I had boots. That was stupid. Oh well. British people. Man, you got a lot against British people, it seems. The Brits, man. Those Brits. I like the British. I think they're okay.
You're here about
a couple of them watch
Take
my
it up
chat,
with that
actually.
bleeding runt.
I'm sorry, watch my stream.
To sell.
And I like their detective shows. I do like myself some British detective shows. Those are pretty good. Alright, I don't need anything else from you. Cursed chairs, I don't move.
Please, I must continue playing, else I earn no coin tonight.
What are you, a Twitch streamer? Ah ha ha. I'll see you later.
How is it that Terran Logain survived when even a great
Alright, let's
warden
focus on a quest here. Let's get this on our map. Journal. Journal, thank you. Lothering.
Make it out of that place down south.
Hey, girl.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps.
I can't make traps right this second.
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
It's okay, it's my fault. I should have put something in the traps.
On it.
I'll just take your small metal round shield as payment for my failure. That's mine now. And again, I apologize. Yes. Love those.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
So, what's the quest? Some lesser health poultices. 3 of them. Well, I have those. I just bought them.
Have any
so
luck finding herbs in the woods?
There you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
If you must.
Oh, it's a great feeling. I love when I explore and find some item or something, and it's like, oh, I really, really need this item. Happens in Skyrim, like, every day, just because I love going into random caves. It's like, oh, my long-lost sword, my family heirloom. Oh, I got it right here. It's in my pocket. There you go. That long-lost thing, had it the whole time. The whole time.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
I saw you take
Oh, I
the
got codex
supplies
for
from
that.
my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars. The carnage we left in the wilds was
People here are
horrifying.
already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? Can I talk about it too? Did they end their argument and then go to the same spot? Is that what they're doing?
That marshman stole from me. I know it.
Okay.
You know this.
Shokke basit. Arade starit. Merade twasit. Abana kyun.
Did you call me a twazit?
Shokra.
Nobody calls me a twazit. Gets away with it.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
Every
revered
freaking
mother
person
Faye
in
slaughtered
this
an
game is so
entire
salty to
family,
me.
Even the children.
It is, as she says.
still got my
I am
frost weapons
Sten of the
active.
Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I may replace Alistair with this guy, because he's a badass. Look at him, he's huge.
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Oops.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Did what go through?
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Okay. You agree to speak to the revered mother to see if you can get him released. Okay. I was only kind of half paying attention to him, because I've got him before. I have got him before. I forget his name, but whatever. Where the hell am I going? I hate this tiny ass map. I wish I had a Diablo overlay map. Do I have to cross the bridge? I don't think I do. Oh wait, no, this is leaving. I don't want to leave yet. There we go. Cross the bridge, take a left.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go...
Morgan and Leliana having the oldest conversation on the internet. Is there a god? It's like the first thing people argued about on the internet. The good old days. Did I talk to Patrick Rich?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
I know it's deep. It's too deep. I'm scared. I'm scared of the depth of this game.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder.
Oh, it's like the
bandsman
Hound.
found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Not the Mubari, but the Hound in Game of Thrones, that is.
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Qunari is a danger. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. Well, that is convenient. I had no idea the Qunari even knew he was here. Here then, take the key to the Qunari's cage and take him away. I pray this is the right path for all our sakes.
I just realized my character has kind of a weird face. It always happens. There's always something I'm kind of unhappy with my created character. For the most part. Hard save. Haven't done that in a while. Your shepherd is cross-eyed? Well, it is what it is.
Let's get started.
Actually, the first time I did a full playthrough of Mass Effect, I had a pretty good-looking shepherd. She was like an older-looking lady, and I played her fully renegade. She was renegade through and through. That was an awesome
So let's
playthrough.
talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. You may try. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
I don't feel like arming him, so we'll go with what we got. I guess I'll explore the woods here a little bit. Can she do fire weapons or just frost right now? Just frost.
So be it.
This should be easy enough.
Awesome. Not tanky right away. Alright. Let him level a bit. Boop. Oh, she doesn't have any range weapons yet. Guess I'll just sit here then. Hope none of these guys decide to fight us.
I never liked this part. I tried to be merciful. Either you or me. No mercy. Let's make it quick, shall we? The Japanese actually think you have
Hold on, guys. Let's not go too far.
Hey! I never liked you. Look at this mess. I love it. Make us breath.
Oh no, you
Only one shall stand. Run while you can. That old dog. Feel me. On your guard. It's your time to die. I am your man.
Damn. He's getting it. Take a regular health post to see.
It's embarrassing. Defend yourself. Let's make this quick.
Oh, you have an injury, don't you?
Armed and dangerous, ready for action. Right.
This should be easy enough.
Get him. Thank you. Isn't there a mission with spiders? I think I should get that mission before going to kill a bunch of spiders. But
Right.
oh, I remember these guys. Okay. Let's talk to these guys.
Destroy the fiend.
Someone help us!
Where is your weakness?
Mighty timely arrival there, my
I forgot how
friend.
funny
I'm
his son
much
was.
obliged.
Look at you. You're hilarious. How obliged are you?
Reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request.
Give me that money.
Here's 100 silver, Sam. I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
Have to do my persuades.
Unsold goods, I'll point out, though you've a fair point. Here's 200 silver, but it's all I have. The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
You'll change your mind.
On it.
Okay, so, on her I have this awesome dual-wield weapon, and that's great, but maybe she'll be my dual-wielder. Yeah, but she, Leliana mains archery too. Shit. Did you say I can respec my stuff, Alask? Is that what you said? I can change it later? I'd like to do that, because if this is the way she's going to be, I'd like to do dual wield with my main. Damn. That's annoying. Crap. Yeah, now I have 2 archers for no reason. I essentially have 3 ranged characters. Oh well. No use thinking about it now. It's not like I'm getting my ass kicked or anything, really.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you, Carnage, for all your assistance.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Cailan, and make her forgive me. I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
I respect the hustle, bud. I respect the hustle. I'm gonna have to kill you dead, but I respect the hustle.
Victory shall be mine! On your guard!
Oh, there's a lot. Come get me, boys. Tee-hee. Come get me, boys. Is it me, or am I absolutely kicking ass with this thing? Jesus God. Yeah. Ice attack, too. Yeah, I really wish I'd spec for dual wielding now. Damn it. Oh well. Eventually. Eventually.
Let's get started.
All the shields. Okay. Jeez. Did you powerful swings your way over here? Is that what you did? Is it me or is this like too easy? Oh shit. Wowza. I think I can give Sten some gear now. Oh, Mr. White. Yo, Mr. White, this is some pure shit right here.
On it. I shall do it.
Maker!
I like her little green spooges. Green spooge! Frickin' wrecked. Wrecked. I gotta be conscious of my fatigue rate too. I'm sure it's not gonna matter for Sten so much, but everybody else it's gonna matter. It will matter. Although I have some buffs to stamina with some of this gear as well. No. There we go. Whatever. Alright, we done here? I think there's bears this way, right? I think so. Wait. Killed all the bandits. That's good. There you is. Whoa. Okay. That's a shitload of bears. Just try to kill some bears.
I shall.
Oh, spiders. Eight-legged bears, run! Oh, look at that. I pulled him so easy. Nice. Nice.
I'll do it.
Now hold up, guys. Hold up.
As you wish. Careful, these creatures look a mite upset.
Make a preserver.
On your guard!
It's too easy.
I'll take some poisons.
Yes.
Oh man, he spoofed them into nothingness. Damn it. Well, see, I remember I played this many, many years ago, and I had such a hard time with this shit. And I'm gonna blame it mostly on the fact that it was on Xbox, but I have to give a lot of credit to this game just giving me some stupid gear to begin. That's just dumb. Thank you for the update. I do appreciate the update, Velasque, on your dump. I hope it was satisfying, thrilling. Yeah, combat's a good time. Pretty easy. I'm not overthinking it since I'm pretty OP right now with this gear.
They'll never know what hit him. A little frantic. Ha! I can see why.
So, Velasque, with this edition, I forget which edition it is. What am I playing? With this particular, like, complete edition, I guess, I got a bunch of gear to start with, so you're asking me about the stats. Where is it? Here we go. So there was really no requirements. It's just a heavy helmet, and I put it on, and she has it on. It's obviously causing some fatigue issues, but it helps the con. It's got mental, physical resistances as well, so... And it looks friggin' awesome. Doesn't match shit, but it looks awesome. I also got this awesome dagger. You can see that's pretty overpowered. Like, I have respect to bows, but, like, as soon as I switch to this thing, I'm just killing everything. And Leliana is automatically spec to bows, so I'm actually kind of regretting how I spec my main character. And I got a ton of accessories as well. +1 to all attributes, all this shit. Dalish gloves. Very cheaty. Very cheaty. I only felt kind of bad when I equipped all this crap. Actually, we could probably do better than that. Give that to you. You don't need any dex, so I'll give that to Leliana. +1 cunning, you can keep that. Yeah, I mean, look at that thing. It's too much. It's too good. Are these spider bones? It's not really how it works. Yep, I get that, Velasque. I'm that way with action games. I try to do first-person shooters at their hardest difficulty, initial difficulty. So I just played Doom like that. It was pretty hard for me anyway. Games like these, I like to be a little bit more casual. Experience some of the story. Bullshit. Yeah, I'm not a real patient person. I'm not one to think of tactics. I'll tell you one game that absolutely kills me, but it's super duper easy, is like the Tales games, like Versaria and stuff like that. You have to be very careful about not only your equipment, all that shit, but the tactics. Like, I haven't really done much with my tactics, I'm being honest. I've pretty much kept them the same. And I understand if I was playing on harder difficulties, I'd have to be a little bit more specific with that. This game, nice and easy. Do I have to go back to the board to, Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
What is the point of in-game achievements if I don't... whatever. Fire Emblem Conquest in the hardest difficulty. A day? Oh, whew. Ho, ho. That is your game, Velasque. I'm not getting into any of that. A day? Yeah, if you look at my VODs, you can see I only play this game for like an hour a day, usually. What am I at now? 220? Damn. Damn, son. Are you a streamer, Velasque? Do you stream that? I might come in and say hi on that. I do like to watch other people work hard. I'm not going to work hard for shit, but other people working hard, I'm all about that. Why am I in here? I have no idea why I came in here. I watched Co Carnage play Fallout 1 and 2 on their hardest difficulties, and that is a lot of bad rolls. And the funny thing about his playthrough is, on the first one, he selected whatever feat you get that actually increases your chances of either a critical success or a critical fail. So he was blowing up his own character and his party members quite often. It was pretty damn funny. And it was a long playthrough too. I watched most of it on YouTube. It's a fun time. Man, I don't know why the load is so long coming out of that screen. It's weird. What am I doing?
As you wish.
There's the bears. I knew it. Thanks to all the Barnes and Cross the refugees in these dark times. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarah, is missing. I know that. She's been missing for the better part of a week. As of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body to the effects on her remains. Can do. Did I accept that? Yeah, I enjoyed Ko most often when he was playing story-rich RPGs, choice-based RPGs. And I enjoy older games too, so I enjoyed this Fallout 1 and 2 playthroughs.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there.
I may watch him later when I log off today.
Father occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
Okay. Are they stuck on each other, you dummies? they doing? What is happening? They huddling up? What are they doing? What is going on? No, don't approach them. Oh no, they huddled up. They're good. There's a lot of these guys. This is messy. I had the feeling I wasn't supposed to fight this many at once. Those guys were crafty. They did trick us. Man, that was impressive. Oh my god. Yeah, I've played quite a few games, and pretty much in every game I've got every bad bug. I have no idea what the hell that was. They were literally a pack of wolves. I've got game-breaking bugs, I've got save-deleting bugs. I tried to play Batman Telltale, and it just absolutely collapsed on itself. It was bad. That was really funny. Those are the kind of bugs I love. Skyrim has those, like when the very first scene when the horses start exploding. Oh, that's a good time. That's a good time. Oh, I think they were eating the corpse. Okay. That's what they were doing. Why did it fade to black there? They weren't eating, okay.
This should be easy enough.
Dude, what are you doing?
On it. Let's grab some glory.
On it.
These guys just cannot step to me. And you see I have this good bow as well. Maybe I'll give that to Leliana. Nah. That's true. Nice, easy, I've never skipped any story. What did I skip? I haven't skipped shit. Because I haven't read lore? I'll read some lore. Hold on. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet.
Oh, the
and
banter?
all
Okay,
animals of
yeah.
earth
I have
and
skipped a
air
little bit of the
held
banter.
their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
You're right, I should be more patient for those because I am getting codex stuff out of it. So I should sit and wait for them. That is correct. No, I didn't skip everyone.
Do this, do that.
I guess I should start doing dual weapons now? What can I do? Sweep. I like that. Don't even need to read. Oh, I should read this. Money spent. Cool. Does he use Dex for anything? Probably not. Give you a little bit more con this time. Oh, here's some Dex. Okay. Yep. Alright. Some good equipment requires Dex? Okay. I'll put a little bit more into that next time around. Oh, what else is buffing me? Song of Valor. Oh, that must be Liliana. Thank you. Am I done in Lothering? Is that it? Yeah. I don't think I talked to him, did I?
Good to see you again, Sister Liliana.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Merrin.
See you
Make
later.
her watch over you.
Let's equip Sten real quick.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
So I can get the shit out of my inventory. Nothing else. Do I have a greatsword of some kind? I have axes. There's a greatsword. Oathkeeper. Brienne. You've equipped... Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't need any more hits. I've played video games before. Leave me alone. I'm gonna leave him in my party for a second. Actually, how am I doing on potions? Quite a bit. Doing okay.
Vashaden.
Don't call me a Vashaden.
Indeed.
Alright. Forget you, Sten. I like my last group. That was a good group. I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Malaise, you should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cache is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye. Cool. Oh, I didn't read this one. Pinch of ashes. Your deeds have spread since the tragedy of Ostagar, and I find myself in need of one such as you. Oh, I pretty much read this already. Cool. Man, there's so much to read. The only child of the war hero Logain. It is common knowledge that in the 5 years Nora and Caroline have held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden. That's interesting. Nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Celine of Orlais to declare Anora of Ferelden as a solitary rose among the brambles. Interesting. You are dead. I don't care about you. Boner. Jesus. Eska found this one. Duncan. He was killed in battle. Okay, I remember that. There's a lot for Flemeth. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted stealing men from the chase into sire monstrous daughters. Cool. Morgan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ashal, but just who or what Flemeth is truly is a mystery. She joined Alistair with Eska in Lothering, insisting that she would prove useful. Oh, I forgot about Wynne. Yeah. Logain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the Resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friends to the nobility, and Logain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. During the battle at Ostagar, he fled to the field, leaving King Cailan and the Grey Wardens to die. He then returned to Denerim to declare himself. Cool. Alright. There we go. Did a little bit of homework. Yeah, is Flemeth important in this game? Because I know she's kind of a big deal later on. Yes. Yeah, because she doesn't do shit in, as far as I played, which was finishing the Redcliffe mission. But up to that point, she really hadn't done much. Other than, you know, saving my life. Have to figure it out. Okay. Then we'll do that. Thanks for joining me, Velasque. I appreciate it. I'm probably going to play for probably till 10 a.m. my time. So another 25 minutes or so. May play this game again this afternoon. I want to eat some food. I want to watch TV. And generally just enjoy my life. Holy shit. That was scary. No, I've been awake for 4 hours. I haven't eaten any food yet. Don't ask me why I wake up at 5 a.m. I just do.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Aha. Cool. Alright, I guess I can do some of these conversations. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp. Maybe an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. Okay. I guess I'll give that thing to Alistair.
Why are we stopping?
I'll talk to you first.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Qunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
You're accused of murdering a bunch of people, so...
No.
Appreciate that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. I am. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world. I have always fought in war, elf. Some of them. They aren't all alike. As you wish.
Man, what's with the delays? Well, I didn't lose any points with him doing that, so that's good. How do I give a gift? Let's find out. Here we go.
Is that for me? Really?
No.
Wow.
Well, I seem to enjoy it.
Wow.
Save before gifting things. Okay. Yeah, I understand some gifts are specific to certain characters and will be more useful. And some they'll just be like, oh, well, this is useless. So, I will do that. It's good advice.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while
That's
you have
right.
a life
Yes, I remember in
Don't want to waste your time.
playing
You
Xbox,
see,
I couldn't progress
Duncan
past this guy
promised that
past this
together
point
we'd
because I
look
didn't
into
have it.
something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that.
And I will not do this
but I
now.
know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Is there any point to doing it now? I might as well just wait, right?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
I'm not sure. Alright, I'll just wait then. I'll just wait.
Hard to say. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that. As for the truth, my family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps
Yeah,
a few
I'll definitely
old
want to do that
relics.
before the end of the game.
No one knows what's up there now. I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least? Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
It'll just be on my map. That's good. Get to it anytime I like. Okay. Oh, Sophia Dryden. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Ooh, sexy. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was the young Erlin's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Benorn. When Arlen finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of the Ferelden. Lady Commander, good job. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. Dota 2, you have a good time, Velasque. I'd appreciate it if you give me a follow. If you do, a little doodle doot comes up, so that'd be fun. I will play this game in the future, obviously. I hope to carry it to term. Should be a fun time. As you can tell, I'm only a little way into it, so many weeks and potentially months playing this game because I don't get too many chances to play. It's good luck I'm actually on vacation today. Good stuff. Arlen learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens. Oh man, I forgot it made that loud a noise. Thank you, Valisk. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the advice. Always good stuff. I'll try to not skip so many conversations going forward. And reciting, the siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. It's a good story.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Appreciate it, bud. Man, this thing's taking some time in between these item transitions. So weird. Little weird. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need you. Don't need you. I'm just gonna sell some cells real quick. I have way too much shit. Way too much shit. No, keep that. Oh, look at you. I didn't know I had that. Alistair, where are you at with your strength? 28. So I need to put a lot into strength for him, but I also need some dex for other shit. Okay. Something to think about for the future.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Not quite as handsome as Gendry, but I see where they're going.
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
You're a good lad. I can equip that with lightning, but it would be wussy lightning. So if I do this now, it would have just +2 electricity damage. Can I overwrite that with more later on? Or is that permanent? I'm not going to risk it. We'll just move on. Save's coming.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
I'm amused by it.
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Yeah, the characters in this game really need some Colgate. Their grills are messed up.
Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught. I may even ask my mother about it someday, though I doubt she would tell the truth of it even so, such is her way. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think,
good magic.
I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents.
In other words, not
If
me.
you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Good answer.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
+4. Good job. That's fine and all, but I think most of the acts I will do will probably piss her off. Because I'm mainly playing good. I am doing a lot of persuasion type stuff, whether it's good or evil, and I am trying to get as much money as I can. So I'm definitely a money-grubbing jackass this playthrough. You'll have to look into more if I can overwrite like journeyman runes with runes later on in the game. I'm sure I can.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
No harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
I don't know.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Boner, would you shut up? I'm trying to have a conversation here. Shut up. I don't know if I want to romance Alistair, but I don't know if I'm going to get any other choices outside of him and Leliana. Sten? Can I romance Sten? Jeez. I don't need him destroying me in the sack or anything.
I'd like that. So would he, I think. What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere. I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us. That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands. Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go. Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, I was just asking. Pardon me?
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away. Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfelds. A whole pack of them, in fact.
I see I got a couple viewers right now. I appreciate you watching me. I am going to log off here probably as soon as I'm done talking to Alistair and Leliana. Probably about 5 minutes or so. If you like the stream, hope you give me a follow. I will be playing a lot more of this game in the coming weeks. I don't get too much time to stream. As you can tell from my schedule, it's usually after work after 5, and it's only after an hour or so. But I am on vacation for the next 4 days or so I'll be playing a lot of this. Shut the hell up, Boner, while I'm talking and doing my spiel. I'll be playing a lot of this and some other games as well. Playing Blackwell series, nice point-and-click adventure, and I have some fun stoner games coming down the pipeline, which could be a fun time. Could be a fun time. But if you like any of that stuff, if you like how that sounds, I'd appreciate it if you give me a follow. But for now,
Well, if you're going to go and pay attention
keep chit-chatting with these
facts,
people.
Then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her.
Oops.
Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son.
Very
though, if you're picturing
Catelyn
that.
Stark,
I
Jon
slept in
Snow
hay, out in the
relationship here, for
stables,
sure.
not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away.
Oh shit, did I give him
tore
that
it
thing
off
too
and
soon?
Threw it at the wall and it shattered.
Damn it.
Stupid thing to do.
Crap.
The Isle came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
this update Alistair? It did. Cool. Alright, we'll talk to Leliana real quick, and then I'm probably going to call it for the morning. Hopefully I'll be back this afternoon for some more Dragon Age. In the meantime, I'm going to eat. I think you should go.
Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. Yep. I don't know how to explain.
Damn, she is pretty. They
but
did
I had a dream.
do a good job making
In
her,
it,
that's for
there
sure.
was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker.
I could
and
listen
what
to
should
her
I
talk
believe?
all day.
What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me? Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
Okay. Once again, thanks for joining me. Hope you give me a follow. If not, that's alright. Hope you watch me again anyway. I'm going to take a break. I'll hopefully be on this afternoon. You can follow me on Twitter at TaylorisGood87. That has all the updates to the stream. Other than that, just keep checking in. Hope to see you. I'm going to save, because I'm no dummy. If you don't come back, enjoy the rest of your morning, and I hope to see you soon. Farewell.